Okay, shoulder protraction, PAILs and RAILs with a passive range hold. The intent of this exercise is to increase range of movement in scapular protraction, which is the shoulder blade coming forwards and around the rib cage, the punching muscles, if you will. The equipment that you'll need for this, there's many ways to set it up. You can do it in a door frame, you could do it on any sort of bar that you can hold. Because I'm in the studio, I'm going to set this up, so I won't be able to really develop the forces that are required, but it'll work as an example. You could just easily attach an Olympic ring, gymnastic ring, sorry, as long as you can pull it and it's on that strap, that's no problems. Okay, the stretch is going to be across the back of the shoulder initially. Okay, so that's where we're trying to get the stretch stuff at the back of the shoulder. When we're doing the PAILs and RAILs, okay, your PAILs and RAILs will be dialed up as usual, starting at 0 up to the percentage that's in your program, holding for the length of time that's in your program. And as always with PAILs, we want to try and load the stretch tissue. So once we have gone forwards here, our PAILs contraction is to load this stuff by trying to pull back into retraction. But because we've gone so far forward, we're not going to be able to actually move. It'll be an isometric. And then the RAILs contraction will be to push further into shoulder protraction using all this stuff at the front. The back mount muscles, as I call them, they're sort of the three bullet muscles here, to help pull and wrap that shoulder blade round the rib cage. Compensations here, twisting of the body, that's one of them. Hiking the shoulder up, neck pushing forward, using the torso rather than the shoulder in order to create the kind of movement or any sort of movement from the base. Okay, you can do this standing. I'm going to do it from a half kneeling position because of the setup that I'm going to have to go for here. So, without further ado, I'm going to set it up. If it's in your right hand, right leg back, you're going to one hand across and onto the rib cage so you can feel whether it's flaring or not. Tuck the tailbone underneath and start to pull back so that the shoulder blade comes forward, but you don't end up twisting. Now, this would be a fixed point, so you would be then pulling back quite hard there, getting that stretch on the back of the shoulder. We don't want the elbow, or the shoulder, sorry, to come up towards the ear, so we're going to keep that set down, and you're going to hold that for 2 minutes. Once your 2 minutes is up, you're going to start thinking about your RAILs contraction. We always push against it, or push or pull against the resistance, loading the stretch tissue, so that's the stuff on the back here. So I'm going to slowly start trying to pull against in this direction, trying to pull my shoulder blade in towards the middle of my back, or if I had two, I'd be pulling them together as if I had a pencil between my shoulder blade here. That will load the tissues at the back. I ramp that up, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I start to push and punch forwards. Without turning my torso, I try and go into more protraction. Now, if you are using a door frame, obviously that, if you do end up going further, that isn't going to move. So you can, in that instance, start to push, and if you feel like you're getting more, you can then start to move your torso back a little bit, as long as the shoulders stay square, contracting all of this stuff under here. If you're using a ring or a strap even, if you have the length of strap in between you and the thing that you're pulling off, as you punch forward there will be then slack. That will then start to slacken off. That's how you know you've pushed into new range. For your second round you gather that up and then start to pull back again from there, knowing that you're further forward. Okay? Do that for as many reps and for as much time as in your program. Enjoy.